So one of the unique things about the Marianists is that we are brothers and priests. So for us at perpetual vows, you are asked, would you like to become a brother or a priest? And there's a mutual conversation that happens with that. So your community will say, yes, Mark would be a good brother, or Mark would be a good priest. Why or why not? And there's a mutual discussion that happens there. For me personally, I saw the difference between a brother and a priest as a brother being more of a horizontal relationship, being with other people, while a priest would be more vertical, being for other people. Priests spending time providing homilies and visiting the sick, things like that where there's a distinction, while brothers would be more a with relationship. So that's one way. What about other people?
Well, with the Benedictines, all of us in community, we're all brothers. But some of us are ordained and some of us are not. And the abbot of the monastery, the abbot who is the superior, holds the place of Christ, decides who goes on for ordination based on the needs of our community, because we consider the priesthood a separate vocation from the monastic life. So it's not automatically assumed when you enter the monastery that you're going to go on for ordination.
Very cool. I guess that's where our Benedictine roots come in, because we have the same thing pretty much. Very cool.
And that's also the way it is for some part of our Franciscan family. And some of the Franciscan family, there are communities that have both priests and brothers, and everybody enters specifically to be, everybody's a brother at the beginning. That's the formation. That's what they are. And some of whom end up being ordained. For my particular community, we have no priests in the Franciscan Brothers of Brooklyn. We are a brothers only community since the beginning. That's what we were founded to be. And part of that was that we are brothers to those that we minister to. And so because we are teachers, we're educators, that was our ministry. It wasn't sacramental ministry of saying mass or providing the sacraments, but we were, at the time when our community was founded, we were founded for a specific need, which was to educate the children in the Catholic schools, actually the children of immigrants and the Catholic schools in the Diocese of Brooklyn.
And I think as Brother Joe mentioned, I think one of the misunderstandings out there about, religious brotherhood or the vocation of a religious brother is, when are you going to become a priest, right? And I think it's pretty clear at this point, right, that that's not our vocation, that's not our call. That, we have chosen a vowed way of life and entrusted by the church with a specific mission, right? Our different congregations, have a unique mission that we seek to live out, a way that we're called to live out the gospel. And so I think one of the misunderstandings sometimes is, when are you going to become a priest, or why not, why not a priest? And again, it's a unique vocation and a specific vocation that people feel called to, and I think it's a wonderful gift to the church and to the world that we try to offer through our witness.
I think it's interesting because often if I go someplace, if I'm giving a vocation talk or something, and inevitably after Mass, somebody will come up to me and they'll be like, brother, when will you be ordained? Thinking that I'm in the process to be a priest, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is it. This is my vocation to be a brother.
The Marist Brothers are a group exclusively of brothers. I don't know about you guys, but I learned in Sunday school that you weren't supposed to work on Sundays. So here I am, a brother. But honestly, our ministry is based on the works of mercy. We don't have any of the pride, power, or privilege that you might associate with priests. And as Marists, we refuse that, just as we believe that Christ in the desert refused the pride, power, and privilege that was offered him. You may have met Marist fathers at some point. They do exist. They're wonderful, but they are actually a completely separate group from the Marist Brothers with historical origins, but separate institutes. We cooperate. We are not the same. They do not tell us what to do. We do not tell them what to do. We're cousins in the same family tree.